Hi there, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Sanat Kumar Swai, a faculty at Vedang Institute of Technology, and today we'll be discussing about the comparison between the organizational buying behavior and the consumer buying behavior. Okay, so what is the comparison between the organizational buying behavior and the consumer buying behavior? How do they behave in a particular setting, and what motivates them to their buying behavior? Okay, in the previous classes we have discussed about market segmentation, the need for analyzing the market environment. So we'll be discussing about the behavioral aspects, the behavior of the organizational and the consumer. Okay, so what do you mean by organizational buying behavior and consumer buying behavior? Okay, what do you mean by that? You see, the buying behavior, okay, when we are going to purchase, where we are going to take some decisions, okay, um, that is known as the buying behavior. What motivates us when we are going to purchase something, or we are going to make, definitely there has to be some certain decisions beforehand before going to um, get something, purchasing something. Or so when an organization purchases, okay, what influences the organization, how the organization has been influenced in their buying behavior, and how that is different in the or consumer buying behavior. We are going to, so there are a lot of similarities, but also there are notable differences. There are some differences which we are going to see in the few slides. Okay, how the difference, what are the differences and what are the similarities in an organizational buying behavior and an consumer buying behavior. Okay, so nature of the buyer. What is the nature of the buyer? So when the organizational buying behavior, okay, when an organization buys, okay, what happens? Who makes the decisions? This involves purchasing decisions made by businesses, institutions, organizations to fulfill their operational needs. Okay, so when an organization buys or purchases, why do they do that? To fulfill their operational needs. Okay. Or they can resell their products or services in the market. But when do a consumer buy? When how I mean when a consumer decides to buy or purchase something, when there's a need in the individual, when if there is a need in the household, for the personal need, not for the organizational need. It's for a personal need. So this is some, I mean, this is for a personal need, personal requirement, and for organizational behavior it is for their operational need or operational behavior, operational requirement in the organization. Okay, next, who are the participants involved? Who are the participants involved in the organizational buying behavior and then consumer buying behavior? In a consumer buying behavior, who are your who are the participants? Definitely your family members are your participants. That can be individual, that can be a family unit. Okay, a family coerce you to buy or purchase something. So sometimes it does happen that a family or a consumer is being influenced by his or her family, by his or her friends, okay, and other support groups. Okay, but mostly it is like individual or family. But an organizational buying behavior, in an organization buying behavior, who are the participants? Various departments are being involved, like procurement department, your production department, your sales department, your marketing department. Okay, so your HR department. So a lot of departments are being involved, and um, a committee, there's a committee, procurement committee or a purchase committee, they put down the decisions, and a decision is being taken whether to purchase those item or those need to be purchased or not. So a decision is being taken and a committee is being constituted to whether to purchase those stuffs or not. Whereas in a consumer buying behavior, that is a particular purely individual decisions is being taken, or a family decision is being taken to purchase those items. Okay. Decision making process. What do you mean by decision making process? How a decision is being taken. Okay. When we buy any item, how do a decision is being taken in our family? Do is it a complex? Does it involve a complex method? It's a very simple method. You see, when we purchase any item, when we feel the need, okay, in an individual, and when you as because we are consumers, so we feel that okay, this particular things is needed in our household. Okay, so we need to do some sort of evaluation. The problems is being recognized. Yes, there is a problem in the household, and we need to purchase those particular item. Okay, then there is a search for information on that particular product, and then there is an evaluation. We need to evaluate that. Okay, okay. So and then we go for the purchase, and after the purchase also there is a purchase evaluation, that whether we have purchased that right product or not. So when you are going for a purchase, sometimes it does happen that your emotions also impulses also plays a significant role in your decision making process. I mean, it is not only requirement or an evaluation, but sometimes it does happen that your emotions plays an important role in the consumer buying behavior. Whereas in an organizational setting, you see who are involved, it's a more complex method, and it's not a single stage, it's a multiple stage. A problem is being recognized, and a information has been searched. What sort of information is there in on that particular problem? Okay. What are the evaluations of the alternative evaluations need to be done? Purchasing is being done. So it's a complex process. Okay, and sometimes it also requires negotiation. There is an thorough negotiation in that particular purchase and decision making process. So it's a more complex method rather than a consumer buying behavior. Okay, next, decision criteria. Okay, what are the decision criteria when decision is being taken? So there are some certain criteria which need to be looked at. Okay. In the organizational buying behavior, what are the criteria? The criteria are like what is the price, what is the quality. We need to give the technical specification. Okay, whether we are having the resale services, okay, sales services, reliability of that product, and what is the reputation. Whereas if you are going for a consumer buying behavior, what are the criteria? Sometimes it does have emotional and personal preferences. What kind of brand? Let's say we are purchasing an iPhone. Brand loyalty. Okay. So the brand loyalty, convenience. You're going to purchase a four-wheeler, so that is required. That's a convenience for us. Okay. Peer influence. Our neighbors, they possess iPhone, so I should possess an iPhone. But that's not a requirement. That's not a convenience. You have a convenient phone, have a convenient product, but still, just because your peer pressure, you feel the peer pressure, okay, and a social status is involved, that definitely you will go for that product. Okay, so there are multiple aspects in a consumer buying behavior while making the those are the criterias in deciding about the decision making process. Purchase volume and frequency. Um, when the organization is involved in a purchase volume and frequency, you will see that any organization, they buy in bulk, okay, but not, the frequency is less. The frequency may be less, but the volume may be much more. The product may be in a bulk, because they are, and that may be in a continuous process for their operational needs. Okay, so the purchases may be less frequent, but the quantities are higher. Similarly, in contrast to the consumer buying um, behavior, you see that there is a more frequent, is more frequent um, um, frequency of buying the um, any product, but the volume, you will see the purchase volume may be not that much as compared to the organizational buying behavior. Okay, so the frequency may be much more, but the volume may be less than the organizational buying behavior. Okay. Next, market characteristics. Okay. What do you mean by market characteristics? When any organization, they go for a buying behavior, what characteristics, the market characteristic they focus on? They focus on a relationship, they focus on contracts, okay, they focus on the services, customized services. These are the few aspects on which the organizational buying behavior depends. But in contrast with the consumer buying behavior, you see that it is characterized by marketing. The more marketing, the consumers are more attracted towards the buying behavior. Their buying behavior changes. Okay. Branding, if there is a better branding. Advertising, if there is a better advertising, then there are external factors which focuses or influences the consumer buying behavior. Okay, so these are the market characteristics of the buying behavior. So now, why this is important to understand the buying behavior of an individual buying behavior or a organizational buying behavior? You see, before taking any kind of decisions, okay, and understanding the differences is very important. Um, when in any organization, when there have been various strategies are being taken to tailor their marketing needs, okay, then we need to understand those individual organizational behavior or an individual consumers um, buying behavior needs to be studied, so that accordingly we can tailor the marketing strategies more effectively, and that can help to make a focused and better decisions. With this, we conclude and about the comparisons of between the organizational buying behavior and then consumer buying behavior. I believe we have covered all of the points. In case if you find any kind of problem in any kind of point, just you can put down your doubts and um, jot down any kind of suggestions or queries in the comment section. Thank you very much.